Dallas is one of television's most legendary primetime dramas, known for its gripping storylines, unforgettable characters, and the fierce power struggles within the Ewing family. In this video, we'll take a look back at the remarkable cast of Dallas, revealing their real names, ages when they joined the show, and the fascinating journeys their lives took beyond South Fork Ranch. We'll also honor the beloved actors who are no longer with us, celebrating the legacy they left behind. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Dallas memories in the comments below. Let's dive back into the drama, the legacy, and the unforgettable impact of one of television's most iconic shows, Dallas. Larry Hagman was born on September 21st, 1931, in Fort Worth, Texas, and brought both charisma and cunning to one of television's most memorable roles. He was 47 years old when he first took on the character that would define his career, a man equal parts charm and manipulation. The son of Broadway icon Mary Martin, Hagman grew up around show business, but carved his own path with early work in theater and film before rising to national fame. Known for his distinctive grin and magnetic presence, he became a master of commanding the screen without overpowering it. Off-screen, he was witty, outspoken, and candid about his struggles with alcohol, and later a life-saving liver transplant. Despite serious health battles, he continued acting well into his 70s, never losing the sharp edge that made him a fan favorite. He passed away on November 23, 2012, at the age of 81 from complications of cancer. His legacy lives on in the role that made him a household name and in the larger-than-life presence he brought to every performance. Barbara Belgettes was born on October 31, 1922, in New York City, and carried an air of quiet strength and dignity that made her unforgettable on stage and screen. She was 56 years old when she first portrayed a character who became the emotional anchor of a powerful and often chaotic family. The daughter of a theatrical designer, Barbara grew up immersed in the arts and earned acclaim early in her career, including a Tony Award and an Oscar nomination. Known for her expressive eyes and natural grace, she brought depth and compassion to every role, often portraying women of resilience and wisdom. Off-screen, she was private and introspective, stepping away from the spotlight at times to focus on her health and family. In later years, she became an author and artist, finding peace and creativity beyond acting. She passed away on August 8, 2005, at the age of 82 from lung cancer. Her legacy endures through performances that touched generations and a career defined not by flash, but by heart. Kershaval was born on July 15, 1935, in Wolcottville, Indiana, and brought a mix of ambition, insecurity, and stubborn charm to a role that would follow him for decades. He was 43 years old when he stepped into the part that defined his career, a persistent rival always caught between envy and vulnerability. Trained in theater at the Actors Studio, Ken began his career on stage and in television dramas, gradually earning respect for his ability to play complex, conflicted characters. While not always in the spotlight, he proved indispensable, bringing subtlety and tension to every scene. Off-screen, he was known for his sense of humor, love of the arts, and resilience, surviving lung cancer and continuing to act well into his later years. Unlike many of his peers, he remained closely tied to his most iconic role, reprising it multiple times with a sense of loyalty and pride. He passed away on April 21, 2019, at the age of 83. His legacy rests in the enduring impact of a character who never gave up and an actor who gave him soul. Jim Davis was born on August 26, 1909, in Edgerton, Missouri, and brought a rugged authenticity to every role he played. He was 68 years old when he took on the role of a strong, principled patriarch, an image shaped by decades of work in westerns and war films. With his deep voice, commanding presence, and weathered face, Davis became a symbol of old-school masculinity and moral clarity. Long before mainstream success, he built a steady career playing sheriffs, soldiers, and stoic fathers, often in B-movies and early television. Off-screen, he was known as warm, dependable, and deeply professional, earning quiet respect throughout the industry. Even while battling illness, he continued working with determination and grace. He passed away on April 26, 1981, at the age of 71 from multiple myeloma. Though his time on screen was cut short, his legacy endures in the strength and steadiness he brought to one of television's most iconic families and knows in the quiet power of a man who never needed to raise his voice to lead. Howard Keel was born on April 13, 1919 in Gillespie, Illinois, and carried a larger-than-life presence that lit up both stage and screen. He was 63 years old when he took on a role that introduced him to a new generation, this time not as a singing cowboy, but as a commanding figure of power and pride. With a rich baritone voice and towering frame, Keel became a major star in 1950s musicals, headlining classics like Seven Brides for Seven Brothers and Showboat. Though his film career slowed in later years, he never lost his charisma or work ethic. Off-screen, he was known for his gentlemanly charm, love of golf, and deep devotion to his family. When television brought him renewed fame, he embraced it with gratitude and humility. In his final years, he also returned to singing, recording albums that reminded fans of his golden era voice. He passed away on November 7, 2004, at the age of 85 from colon cancer. Howard Keel's legacy bridges Hollywood's golden age and the golden hour of television, a true star in every era. George Kennedy was born on February 18, 1925, in New York City, and built a career on grit, gravitas, and quiet intensity. He was 59 years old when he joined a hit television drama, bringing toughness and heart to a world filled with power struggles. A World War II too, Kennedy didn't begin acting until later in life, but once he did, he made an unforgettable mark, winning an Academy Award for Cool Hand Luke and becoming a familiar face in both action films and comedies. With his imposing build and weathered features, he often played authority figures, cops, soldiers, and tough guys, but always managed to reveal the humanity beneath the uniform. Off-screen, he was grounded, thoughtful, and deeply devoted to his family, even adopting several children later in life. In his later years, he became a steady presence in film and television, admired for his professionalism and humility. He passed away on February 28, 2016, at the age of 91. George Kennedy's legacy is one of strength, versatility, and enduring respect in an ever-changing industry. Patrick Duffy played the calm, principled, and determined youngest son whose moral compass often stood in contrast to the chaos around him. He was 28 years old when he first took on the role in 1978, already known for his earlier work in television. Now 76 years old, Duffy has built a lasting career defined by charm, versatility, and quiet strength. Beyond acting, he has directed numerous episodes and authored a memoir reflecting on his life in and out of the spotlight. Despite personal tragedies, including the loss of his wife of over 40 years, Duffy has remained resilient and grounded. His performances left a lasting mark on audiences, and he continues to make occasional appearances in film and TV, always bringing sincerity to every role. With decades of experience and an enduring connection to fans, he remains one of television's most respected and beloved figures. Linda Gray portrayed a complex, elegant, and emotionally resilient woman navigating the highs and lows of a powerful family. She was 37 years old when she first stepped into the role in 1978, having transitioned from a successful modeling career into acting. Now 84, she has enjoyed a long and dynamic career across television, film, and stage. Known for bringing depth, vulnerability, and strength to her characters, she earned Golden Globe and Emmy nominations for her work. Outside of acting, she has also worked as a director and advocate for women's health and empowerment. Gray faced personal challenges with grace, including the loss of her son, and has remained a source of inspiration to many. With her commanding presence and emotional authenticity, she continues to be celebrated for a legacy built on talent, endurance, and trailblazing impact in the entertainment industry. Victoria Principal brought strength, beauty, and quiet determination to her portrayal of a woman striving to maintain her values in a world driven by power and ambition. She was 28 years old when she began the role in 1978, quickly becoming a fan favorite for her poised and heartfelt performance. Now 75 years old, Principal stepped away from acting in the 1990s to focus on her business ventures and philanthropic work. A best-selling author and successful entrepreneur, she launched a popular skincare line and became a strong advocate for environmental causes and animal rescue. Known for her intelligence and independence both on and off screen, she chose to forge her own path outside of Hollywood. Though she retired from the spotlight years ago, her presence and legacy remain deeply respected by fans who remember her for both her talent and unwavering sense of purpose. Charlene Tilton captured attention with her portrayal of a lively, headstrong, and often vulnerable young woman growing up in a world of wealth and manipulation. She was just 19 years old when she took on the role in 1978, making an immediate impact with her charisma and energy. Now 66 years old, Tilton became a television sensation during her early career and graced magazine covers around the world. While her rise to fame was rapid, she also faced personal struggles, including the loss of close family members, which she later spoke about with candor and strength. Beyond acting, she has worked with various charities and appeared in numerous television projects, embracing both drama and comedy. Known for her warmth and approachability, she remains beloved by fans who remember her spark and emotional depth. Her journey reflects resilience, heart, and a deep love for the craft of performance. Priscilla Presley brought quiet strength, grace, a sense of refined mystery to her portrayal of a woman drawn into a powerful and often dangerous world. She was 38 years old when she first appeared in 1983, already widely known for her connection to Elvis Presley but determined to forge her own identity in the entertainment industry. Now 80 years old, she has built a multifaceted career as an actress, businesswoman, and cultural icon. Beyond acting, she played a key role in transforming Graceland into a global destination and became a successful author and producer. Despite living much of her life in the public eye, she has maintained a sense of poise and personal dignity. Her performances revealed a talent for subtle emotion and quiet intensity, earning her respect beyond her famous name. Presley's legacy blends independence, business acumen, and lasting influence in both pop culture and television history. Sheree J Wilson brought warmth, intelligence, and quiet resilience to her role as a woman caught between love, loyalty, and ambition. She was 28 years old when she joined the cast in 1986, quickly becoming a central figure whose grounded presence added emotional depth to the story. Now 66 years old, Wilson has continued to work steadily in television and film, later earning recognition for her role in the long-running action series Walker, a Texas Ranger. With a background in modeling and a degree in fashion merchandising, she transitioned into acting with confidence and determination. Off-screen, she has been involved in various charitable causes and embraced a balanced, private lifestyle. Known for her professionalism and natural screen presence, Wilson remains admired for her enduring grace and versatility. Her contributions to television helped shape two iconic series, and her career reflects strength, sincerity, and staying power. Canali portrayed a loyal, principled, and quietly heroic figure who often served as the moral center in a world full of deception. He was 32 years old when he first took on the role in 1978, already gaining attention from his earlier work in film, particularly in collaborations with director Sam Peckinpah. Now 79 years old, Canali is remembered for his steady presence, down-to-earth charm, and the quiet strength he brought to every scene. After the show ended, he continued acting in various television roles and remained a favorite among devoted fans. Beyond his screen career, he pursued a passion for watercolor painting and has exhibited his artwork across the United States. Known for his humility and authenticity, Canali's legacy is one of quiet impact, leaving a strong impression without ever needing to steal the spotlight. Susan Howard brought intelligence, strength, and emotional depth to her role as a woman unafraid to stand her ground in a world dominated by power and politics. She was 35 years old when she first appeared in 1979, already recognized for her earlier television work, including an Emmy-nominated role on Petrocelli. Now 81 years old, Howard became a standout for portraying characters with conviction and integrity. Outside of acting, she is known for her outspoken views and activism, especially in areas concerning family and faith-based issues. A talented writer as well, she penned several episodes of the series, showcasing her creativity beyond acting. In later years, she stepped away from Hollywood to focus on personal causes and community work. With a career rooted in passion and principle, Howard remains respected for both her talent and the authenticity she brought to every role. Omri Catz brought youthful charm, curiosity, via subtle emotional depth to his role as the next generation navigating the shadow of a powerful legacy. He was just 13 years old when he joined the series in 1989, capturing attention with his natural presence and relatable performance. Now 49 years old, Catz gained additional recognition in the 1990s with roles in Erie, Indiana, and the cult classic Hocus Pocus, where his laid-back charisma continued to shine. Despite early fame, he chose to step away from acting in the early 2000s to pursue a more private life, later working in the cannabis industry and occasionally appearing at fan conventions. Known for his grounded personality and nostalgic appeal, Catz remains fondly remembered by fans who grew up watching his work. His brief but memorable career left a lasting impression rooted in authenticity and youthful sincerity. Deborah Shelton portrayed a glamorous, emotionally conflicted woman whose presence stirred tension and desire in equal measure. She was 36 years old when she joined the cast in 1984, already known for winning Miss USA in 1970 and representing the United States at Miss Universe. Now 76 years old, Shelton transitioned from pageantry to acting with striking beauty and determination, landing roles in both television and film, including Brian De Palma's Body Double. On screen, she brought vulnerability beneath the surface elegance, creating characters that left a lasting impression. While her time in the spotlight was relatively brief, she maintained a presence in the industry into the 1990s before gradually stepping away. Known for her poise and classic Hollywood allure, Shelton remains a memorable part of the show's later years, adding a layer of intrigue and emotional complexity to the ensemble. Scalia brought charm, intensity, and a confident edge to his role as a charismatic figure who challenged loyalties and stirred romantic drama. He was 37 years old when he joined the cast in 1987, already known for his work in modeling and television. Now 74 years old, Scalia had established himself with roles in series like Remington Steele and Tequila and Bonetti, gaining attention for his rugged looks and commanding screen presence. His transition from athlete to actor added a sense of authenticity to his performances. Beyond acting, he became involved in charity work, particularly supporting veterans and first responders, reflecting his commitment to causes beyond Hollywood. Though his career included highs and setbacks, Scalia remained a recognizable figure on television throughout the 1980s and 1990s. His contribution added new energy and complexity during the show's later years, leaving a lasting impression on fans. Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed this look back at the cast of Dallas and the remarkable journeys they've taken beyond South Fork Ranch. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your favorite Dallas moments in the comments below. Until next time, take care and keep the drama, the legacy, and the unforgettable spirit of the Ewing family alive.